they cleared this out, guys. Holy smokes, look at that. That whole left side they bulldozed in here. Put some work in for sure. Wow. Looks like a bomb went off in here. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna go in light today, guys. Plan is just pans only. I didn't bring any sluices with me, no high bankers, no pumps. I did bring the auger. I do have the auger and the drill. I do have a new auger I'm wanting to test out. Wow, check this out, guys. I usually come across this culvert area that bends around here. Look at how flooded out this has been. All of this got flooded. You could see all the silty material through here. It really blew this out. It really flooded. I wonder if this got plugged up or something. Come here. We have test panned up here. There's some tailings piles, but we did okay over here. I may come back to that at some point. It's not as good as the site we're on, but yeah, it really got flooded out here. That means things may have changed at our cut spot where the bench is at that we're working at. Ooh, the creek looks good. It came a flood through here. Big flood. It pushed a lot of material out of that hole right there and pushed it up here. Stay up here. Good flow there. Yeah, I brought a lot of silt up in here for sure. Might have to do some more test panning. We'll see. GoPro, stop recording. Well, all right, crew. Wow, things really changed. We got a big flood that happened down here. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on. Pack out wise, super light, pans only. I did not bring a sluice with me. Now I wish I would have brought in the Recon. We have enough depth and flow to run it. I'll show you guys that too, but I didn't even bring a big excavator. All I brought, I got my small pans, right? We got the Gold Claw, always gonna have that. Got the Maverick pan, and then I got a little finishing pan I brought with me. The stool backpack, normal. I got my little hand pick, micro excavator, and the Pyramid Pro. That's it. That's it. What I was hoping to do is pan back into that low spot right here. Might have to scrape away some of that loose sandy stuff to get back down to those cracks and crevices. As you can see, she really washed the rocks. Look at that vein right there. You can see that quartz vein in that bedrock, and then you see the quartz lined in there. See, it runs all the way to that stringer right there. It's pretty cool. But there's gold all on top of this bedrock underneath this bank, and that's what we've been high banking. But you know, we got tremendous amounts of area to work. I've already pulled several grams out of just this bench alone. We haven't touched literally any of this. I mean, we poked around in here a little bit, but nothing super crazy. And there's an edit over there. That's where that edit's at. But this all blew out here. We poked around in here a little bit. So all this bank going around that bend. I don't think we're in the good stuff yet. Judging by how this bedrock, you see those fissures and crevices in there, well, what that all extends underneath here. And you know, the heavier, bigger, chunkier gold is always going to drop out first. And we're not in that. That will always happen right before the bend towards the middle. We're just now getting to the middle of that. We work the tail end up this way. But I think underneath all of this here, we're going to get into some really good gold this year. All right, gang, so you know we're using the knockoff Dewalt 20 volt max batteries with this is a Mellif. This is more their pro, but they have the hammer and drill setting, brushless, right? As you saw before in my past videos. The new auger that I come up with, trying it out, as you can see, is brand new paint still on it. I didn't chuck it up yet, but it has the hex in the back instead of it being round. It's bigger diameter, 4 inches, but it has blades welded onto the bottom to make it more durable. Plus it also has almost like a masonry bit added onto the tip of it. But what I don't want is all this sandy stuff. Sandy stuff off of here, because I know we're not going to run that. I mean, there might be some flood gold in there, but we'll do a quick pan of it just to make sure. Might be gold in that because I did. You got flooded. Goodbye. Signs of life? I don't think so. It is. It's super micro. We're not down there yet, gang. Really need my handle on that. Really need it. So it's too big. Sometimes you got to get the old treasure scoop. Down into the pores of that bedrock. That real soft shit right there. Still trying to loosen that up. Got her on the hammer setting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, crew. Got it pretty cleaned out, scraped up here. This is Propan number 4. Haven't cleaned it out yet. So after this, I'm gonna dump it out in the Maverick and then fine tune it either in the Gold Claw or my other finishing pan. We'll do it over there. I'm gonna knock this down. Propan number 4 out of just this area. We'll see, we'll just take a sneak peek. We'll know more. I'm not gonna get too crazy with trying to clean it out too much. I just want to see if there's gold there. You got the sticks? You got the sticks? What do you got, the sticks? Oh my gosh, look at those sticks. Get out here with those sticks.
Kind of a multiple stage deal I do. Everybody has their own way of doing things. This is just the way I do it. Now I pulled the plug on it, but it hasn't released yet because it's just so packed down there. So I stick my finger underneath it, pop it up a little bit and get it draining. Get her draining. All the goods out of there. Yeah. Well, we're going to start cleaning her down. And I love that it sits again. Your hands are out of the water. And it just, it's right there. There ain't no sneaky snakes under there. All right. Definitely want to get down in the little pocket crevices. Well, we got pan number 4. This will be pan number 5. We're getting down to where we want to be. Hey, get out of here. We want all this stuff here. This is the good stuff. The real good stuff. Get about 7-8 buckets, or 7-8 pans. I mean, I call it buckets, but it's pans. All right, crew. Well, not as much in that second run as I thought there would be. We're going to go upstream. We've got the auger, the little excavator. I'm going to grab the Gold Claw. I know we're on a bench because it drops down up there, right? But we're looking for this bedrock. What you're looking for is when you see bedrock like this,
that's dark and black in color like that, and it runs into that black color, into that schist. That's really what we're really looking for when we're going up there. Not so much this gray stuff like that, or the not gray but beige. You can see where that's feeding down, coming off of that feeder creek probably over there. We did poke around in here a little bit. There's some little bit of color there, but nothing crazy. That tree is gone. We'll have to crawl under. See that bedrock outcropping right there. That Eat It is right up there to the right. This is where that tree came out of. We did find a little color in here, but nothing crazy. We did do a video on this area. I wanted to go up here. You can see how much it's pulling this out of there and depositing where we're working. You see that? Eat It right there. I don't want to get too close. There might be coyotes or something in there. I don't want to have to hurt an animal if I don't have to. Well, let's get the mule on the road, gang. Get the mulage. Of course, crazy train's gonna get way ahead of me. Wow. Oops. Whacked by a tree. Yep. Mule's grunting. Mule's doing the mountain goat. Rolling back on, long ways to go on this road. Old fire road is what it is. But yeah, you know, it's not always about bringing home grams of gold. You know, sometimes it's fun just to get out, put a little color in the pan, enjoy the day, enjoy the beautiful day, being away from society a little bit. You know, it's not about the monetary, you know, gain from prospecting, at least not from me. You know, sure, there's times I'll go out there and hit it hard with the high banker and stuff, but, you know, it's just for fun. You know, I'm not trying to make a living off of it, for sure. Like, I really got blown out there. But yeah, you know, it's good just to get out, and it shows too that you could be literally just a couple of yards away from a spot that has gold and a spot that has absolutely nothing, you know, upstream or downstream. It just happens that, you know, I followed the trail, you know, from the beginning of that creek where I was getting a speck here, speck there, and, you know, a little flood gold. So I knew keep going upstream until it started getting into concentrations. That's what I found. Once I hit that area, I knew that was the area you know, and that over years it came down through there. Going upstream, as you saw today, there's nothing, you know, it's bleak. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it's always good being able to get out and work this one a little bit too. She likes to exercise. But I might be heading up to Nashville tomorrow, which if I go up there, I'm probably going to bring my metal detector with me. My best friend for many years. I'm going up to visit him and his girlfriend. And we might do a little detecting up into some parks or something. I don't know. You know, we'll see what happens. But I'll always bring my detector with me when I travel. It's just one of those things. You can always find a place to swing the coil. Down in Florida, like you saw in that one video I just did. Really good. I mean, like I said, the triple score has paid for itself now. I have to do I'm going to do a small, either a short or a small video on cashing in the coins for 2024. My coin can is full. So I want to get that cashed in and then put that towards some type of an accessory or something for metal detecting. But those coins in that can go towards the payoff of the triple score. So the jewelry I found with it, the coinage I found with it, the finds I found with it, it scored all of it. I found jewelry, I found coins, I found Civil War relics, you know, so it does it all, and it does it all very well. Very nice machine now that I got it sorted out. But